That's like how my brain wants to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm open to other.
That's great.
But on
If everyone feels intuitive.
no, I think, I actually just wanted to clarify,
Okay.
it's been a while, and we'll
Great.
see.
No, Beryl was by herself.
Oh.
If you were talking.
Hello, Carol.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. No, I was there. There was no, I'm there. There was nobody on the same side as,
I've already seen you, but it's still nice to see you.
Yeah, I think I bet everybody else who was there, yeah.
you might be, you have Anita.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I just thought there was someone else on the same side. And you were on the other side of Allison.
Yeah.
No, I was difficult, so I was the only one over there.
Yeah, I just
Janet
somehow thought
turned
that there
to.
was someone also on that side.
So I'll just tell you how I was thinking of going about it tonight. We have six.
The real estate agent.
Oh,
That's
Anita,
Anita.
Anita was there.
That's
So
Anita.
like,
Yeah, Anita was there.
Max,
But she was
and then
supposed to
her.
Okay.
And then going the
we
other
have
way,
time
the
at
other
like
side
to
of
read
with Jacob.
through what we're seeing
Yeah,
together,
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then sing it.
Okay.
So just so you know what we're saying. And I have like little words about each one. Like a lot of them are just melodies I picked up from places I don't know where they come from. Like Ruben Shelton, for example.
Yeah.
Mentioned history.
Great.
So.
So I think we should start in 2 minutes. Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
I was reading the activity sheet for September and October that June's passed out at the barbecue, and it said October 6th, and that's Sunday night, and it talked about Korea, and you said like Tara, and because of my chapel background, is that going to be symbolic, or do you want Korean ribbons?
We're gonna use, fabric for that, that's gonna be part of the art piece that Rachel Tranter staged, so we don't need career ribbons.
Okay.
Thanks, Rach.
I didn't think so, but I figured if you need them, I can pick it up in my truck.
Yeah, no, I
But
appreciate that.
because actually I'm gonna be there tomorrow, Michael and I are going on an excursion tomorrow. Chapel, Menorah Cemetery, King's Island Cemetery. So, I could pick them up then, or, because I'm there on Fridays anyhow.
Yeah, it's not how we're planning on it.
Okay.
It's gonna be more, because it's, like usually we create traditionally, when you're planning warmer right after the Christmas time, it's more symbolic. I don't know exactly what the fabric will look like yet, we're just gonna choose that.
Okay, I wasn't sure, but I figured let me ask, so that if you do want them, I have flexibility in picking them up.
No, my husband fed me, which was nice. He said, I gotta make sure you're well fed before you go sing. So that was nice.
Well, when I finally got to lunch, I said, oh gee, there really isn't anything quick for me to eat for supper tonight.
But we don't eat very much.
So I went and I got my, and there was the last 2 slices of the chicken Caesar salad pizza. So I had one for lunch and I brought the other one.
Well, I think,
Yeah, okay, thanks. We'll leave it at Carol.
they're here,
Yeah, but, she already asked me to go in the kitchen, see if there's enough cake for, she would. Beryl is not a cake person. So she wanted me.
Well, it's hard to, it's just always hard to predict how many people are gonna be able to get it, so.
Well, last week.
I don't know how much she's planning for,
She was given a number, and she told me at 80 to 100, well, there'll be JNC. But, I think Mustafa told me last week that for last week it was like 100.
He made for 100 or there were 100?
That's what he was told, like for 100. But there
How
were,
many people do you think were you here?
I was here. I am totally not good
no,
at estimating.
All the people asked me.
And people, yes.
I mean, he said there were like about 45.
I have no idea.
And then
I also
that was
don't have
Yeah.
to fill it all.
Only here, but there
Here.
were another 20.
And then, so we
And
might
it's
have had
always
about
people
70,
wanna know. It would be
75.
interesting to have with the cost.
Do you wanna use
How many people
Johnny?
is it?
Really, I don't care about rally
Because when
spots.
I'm in the
Yeah.
Mustafa was wrapping up,
Very nice.
I think some mac and cheese. So you can always put it in the freezer because it wasn't touched, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think all of you know me at this point, but I mean,
Who are you?
I am Talia. I will be the guest Shlikat Tzibur for the High Holidays, and I pop up on Shabbat mornings and Friday nights too. Well, I'm so happy to be back and singing well again. Hi. So this group tonight is just about familiarizing ourselves with some of the melodies that we'll be using over the High Holidays. You don't have to walk away knowing it by heart or knowing every single thing, but the goal is for the singing in Shul to be really vibrant, really energetic. So I think if you all are singing loudly and enthusiastically, people around you are gonna hear that and join in, and it just creates this really beautiful domino effect. So I want to start, we'll go, I think, in chronological order of where we're gonna encounter these melodies in the service. We can spend, a couple minutes singing each one a couple times. I also want to take a minute and read through the English of the words that we're going to be singing, just so we have an idea of what we're saying, which I think always enhances one's prayer experience. So just be like knowing what the words mean. So we're going to start off with one that might be a little more familiar to some of you, called it's Avinu Malkeinu, the end of Avinu Malkeinu on page 93. I'm seeing some nods. Are people kind of familiar with this one?
I'm just gonna keep the door closed because of the way out.
Is that closed? Let's see if we can get a good angle. No, the back is not closed. I'll put
All right, you can.
That's what you want to get out of it. It's June 2nd. You're really disruptive. It's all hanging together.
Oh, that's better. Thank you. So the words we're going to be singing are towards the top of page 93. It's these two bolded lines in the Hebrew. In the English, there's sort of a space, and then those two lines at the top before the next thing starts. It starts, Avinu Malkeinu, have mercy on us, answer us, for our deeds are insufficient. Deal with us charitably and lovingly, and redeem us. So the tune that we use for Avinu Malkeinu, I did try to research it to see where it comes from, and it just says folk tune. So it's just one of those tunes that's been kind of passed down, and but one interesting thing about it is that it is in this specifically Jewish mode of music called Phrygish mode, or Phrygian, if anyone's familiar. Hava Nagila is also in that same musical mode, so you might notice some similarities musically to that. Different vibe though, for sure. So let's just sing it a couple times together. Avinu Malkeinu, Chaneinu Baneinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chaneinu Baneinu, Kieim Banu Masim, question. There's a lot of tunes for different parts of Avinu Malkeinu. There's like the very famous, Barbra Streisand. I can't remember the composer's name, but I don't know if this specific line has a different melody that I'm aware of. I don't know if anyone else knows. Yeah, there's like the very cantorial Avinu Malkeinu. There's also a beautiful Chabad melody that I grew up singing. That if we need to stall for time on Yom Kippur, we're like running a little ahead of schedule, I will throw in there.
Working ahead of schedule? Okay, that would be
What world
interesting.
do you live in?
Yeah, probably not gonna happen, but a girl can dream. Yeah.
Are you saying the Barbra Streisand one is the one that's like, Avinu, how does that go?
Avinu Malkeinu, Chatzanu lefanecha. It's like very ornamental. Avinu Malkeinu. I don't remember how the words go. Yeah, maybe next year. I do all the time to work on that one if we're doing it.
Didn't Barbra Streisand have like one composer who composed a lot of music for her? And for some reason I want to say Stephen Sondheim, but I'm probably wrong.
I'm not sure. I can look into it for you. So, if everybody's feeling good about Avinu Malkeinu, it seems like we all know and love this one. That's great. I want to move on to Unatanes Hokab, which is on page 143. So this is in Musaf on both Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So we'll be hearing this melody a few times. I think many of us are familiar with this prayer. It's kind of this climax, this pinnacle of the day in a lot of ways. It really encapsulates a lot of the themes of high holiday davening. This idea of mortality and this like unknowable solemnness to life and death. And so the tune I want to use for this, we've been singing it since I've been leading a Shomrei over the past 2 years. It's a tune by an Israeli composer named Yair Rosenblum. Yes, Rosenblum. And he composed it in 1990 for a memorial service for a kibbutz that lost 11 members in the Yom Kippur War in 1973. And this tune, always has a lot of meaning, always has a lot of resonance, but I think particularly given this year that we've experienced, singing this tune that commemorates a surprise attack on Israel that led to a war. We kind of see elements of this in our world today, and so I think it holds a lot of particularly special meaning. So there's parts of this that I'll be singing on my own as a Shlichat Tzibur, but there's this refrain that we come back to a few times throughout that I love all of your help with. So the words that we sing for this refrain are in the second paragraph, like excluding the first line at the top, the second paragraph. Uveshofar gadol yitaka, v'kol dmama daka yishama. A great shofar will be sounded, and a still small voice will be heard. So we can learn the tune first and go over it a couple times, but something that we can add on top of that is a little bit of word painting with this melody. So we have this idea of a great loud shofar and a still small voice, and kind of making the volume of our voice and singing reflect the words. So singing that first part of the melody, Uvishofar gadol yitaka, really loudly and strongly, and then V'kol dmama daka yishama, kind of pulling it back and singing a little quieter. Uvishofar gadol yitaka. prompt you for where the refrain comes in, so you can see how it fits into the structure of what we're singing. U'netanet tokef kirushat hayom, ki hu nora v'ayom, uvo tinaseh malchutecha, v'yikom lechesed kisecha, v'teshev alav be'emet, v'teshev alav be'emet, emet ki ata udei ani mochiach ve'odei avoid, v'chotei v'chotem v'sofer u'moneh, v'tizkor kol hanishtachot, v'tiftach et sefer הזיכרונות, ומלא ביקרי וחותם יד כל אדמה. ובשופר גדול ייתקע, וקול דממה דקה יישמע. ומלאכים יחפצו, והחילו רעדה יוחזו, ובשופר גדול ייתקע, וקול דממה דקה יישמע. ומלאכים יחפצו, והחילו רעדה יוחזו, ויאמרו הנה יום הדין, לבכות למרום הדין, כי לא יזכו בינך בדין, וכל באי עולם יעברו לפניך כבני מרום, כבקרת רועה עדרו, מעביר צאנו תחת שבטו. כן תעביר ותספור ותמנה ותפקוד נפש כל חי, ותחתוך קצבה לכל בריאה, ותכתוב בקצר דינם, ובשופר גדול ייתקע, וקול דממה דקה יישמע. ומלאכים יחפצו, והחילו רעדה יוחזו, ובשופר גדול ייתקע, וקול דממה דקה יישמע. ומלאכים יחפצו, והחילו רעדה יוחזו. Thank you for singing that with me. So we're going to shift gears a little bit, move into something a little more happy, a little more joyful. It's also an important emotion to have on high holidays. It's not just all like serious and somber. There's a lot of really, wonderful things about starting a new year and turning over a new leaf. So I think this is a tune that kind of channels a little bit of that. It's on page 150. And this is a new thing we're doing at Shomrei this year. We've not ever done this before. So, breaking news. You were the first to hear that. So, this tune is not laid out intuitively in the Montclair. The thing you need to know before we dive in is, similar to U'netanet tokef, there's a refrain that we keep coming back to in this song, and it's the last line of the song. V'yitnu lecha katzer melucha.
So it's the last half line in the transliteration.
Yeah, the last line in the translation. Yes, thank you. V'yitnu lecha katzer melucha. You will be extolled in the gathering of nations, as distant people will journey to crown you as sovereign. So the way this works is I'll sing a line, and then you'll sing V'yitnu lecha ketzer melucha, and then I'll sing another line, and then you'll sing V'yitnu lecha And then there's another part, there's like a 999 part, that's super fun. So, all right, let's just focus on V'yitnu Lecha first. So, here's how the structure of it works. V'yetayu kol le'ovdecha, v'yitnu lecha keter melucha, yivarechu shem kevodecha, v'yitnu lecha keter melucha, v'yagidu ba'im tzidkecha, v'yitnu lecha keter melucha.
Do we go high?
Do we?
No, you actually say the same all the time. Yeah.
Okay, so we say.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it actually, thank you, no, you're right, it does go up.
So we
Yeah.
mirror you, yeah.
Yes, you're right, thank you for pointing that out. The V'yitnu Lecha actually does change on the third time that you sing it. So it goes, V'yetayu kol le'ovdecha, v'yitnu lecha keter melucha, yivarechu shem kevodecha, v'yitnu lecha keter melucha, v'yagidu ba'im tzidkecha, v'yitnu lecha keter melucha. So that third V'yitnu is V'yitnu lecha keter melucha. Yeah, okay, thank you for catching that. So then the 9-9 part, if you know it, please join in, but it goes like this. 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9
Break it down.
Yeah, we're gonna break down. Okay, so first part is, you do it 2 times. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. Let's do it again. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. And then part 2. Nine, 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 nine.
Can you do half of it at a time?
Yeah. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. Let's do that again. Nine, 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 nine. And the second half of that is nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. Let's hear it again. Nine, 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 nine. Let's try to put those 2 together. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. Does anyone remember how the first part goes? Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. Part 2. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. And then the last part of it, you basically do that, but then you kind of go down at the end. So it's nine, 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 nine. That part's the same. And then nine, 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 nine. So let's hear those again. Nine, 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 nine. Do you think we can do? All right, we'll start from the beginning. See how it goes. Oh boy. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, 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 nine. Everybody over. Nine, 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 nine. That sounded fantastic. Should we try the whole thing one more time?
Sure.
Sure. All right,
With
from
the
the
beginning.
Tayu.
Okay.
Tayu kol leodecha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
Vivarechu shem kevodecha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
Veyagizu vayim tzidkecha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'yidreshucha amim lo yeda'ucha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'halelucha kol asei haaretz.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'yomer David yigdal Adonai.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'yiznechu et atzabehem.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
Ve'achperu im pesileihem.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
Ve'atu Shem echad leotecha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'yiraucha im shemesh mevashei panecha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
Ve'yakiru koach malchutecha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'yilamedu toim bina.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
Yimalelu ekeburatecha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'nasucha v'nase lechol erosh.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'saledu v'chila panecha.
Vayitnu lecha keter melucha.
V'yiraucha
could we
Emunah
plan?
and where this
You
chair
have to
started.
plan
What?
So Eileen, you're gonna lead the way?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Any volunteers?
Mm.
I guess we could just,
We could,
you could just
yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Storm Sands of Emunah.
They can't keep continuing without us, so like,
They
if
could,
we start
but,
dancing, we
yeah.
have to keep singing.
I got people simcha dancing in Noah's bat mitzvah. I'm gonna maybe reach out to my simcha dancing team and see if that's not a bad idea, actually.
Just be careful because the beam is just held up with
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
Let's think of safety first.
Where do you want to
Safe
dance?
dance.
On the beam or in the
No,
aisle?
no,
Yes.
In the
Yeah,
aisle,
sure,
or
very
in
much
the
so.
front? In the front.
Yeah, there's room in the front.
But us to dance
Just make
around.
like big.
Or even like,
People's hands and
or
dancing.
you know, like people can even just dance in their place, like maybe,
Yeah.
like, yeah, na 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 na.
Yeah.
Not so low, there's not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
I
really
think
a
you
chorus
should start
yet.
it.
I'll start it.
Alright, we can like scoop it
Don't
out.
leave me hanging,
once it's all
guys.
spread.
So bad.
Okay.
See where some good spots are for dancing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there is plenty of room between the front of the beamer and the front.
But you have two chances,
Yeah,
right? One day one and day two.
and it's on your.
And your pepper, yeah,
Oh, reach it.
awesome.
Most of the communities that do this, they dance, it's like one of
I
the.
mean, I can understand dancing on Rosh Hashanah, but I always thought Yom Kippur was more solemn than Rosh Hashanah.
You know, there's a lot of really
It's hard
great
to, just
songs
enjoyable,
on
like
Yom
think about like, why am I not thinking of what, how it goes? Like, it's like a roller coaster, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
what
yeah,
Yom
also the
Kippur is.
avoda
Yeah.
on Yom Kippur, like when the Kohen
Is
emerges.
that one of the ones we're gonna do?
That's, I think it didn't make it on the list because it's Yom Kippur, we were focusing on
Oh.
Rosh Hashanah. If we have time.
Now,
definitely.
you mentioned it, so it's like, okay, we're.
Yeah.
I know, alright, maybe we'll get there, but yes, there are a few select moments of joy and elation, among very serious things. So, the next thing I wanna go over is also part of Rosh Hashanah Musaf. It appears 3 places, but the first one is on page 158. So, the way this incorporates in Rosh Hashanah Musaf is it happens 3 times. We blow the shofar 3 times. There's 3 prayer sections of Rosh Hashanah Musaf. There's Malchuyot, Shofrot, and Zikronot, thank you. So for each of those sections, we blow the shofar, and then we are gonna sing these 2 paragraphs that are here beneath the shofar blowing. Hayom Harat Olam and Arashet Sefatiyu. I'm gonna translate for both of them here. So let's just start by reading them in English so we know what we're saying. Does somebody wanna volunteer to read for us?
Sure. Today the world stands as at birth. Today all creation is called to judgment, whether as your children or as your servants. If as your children, be compassionate with us as a parent is compassionate with children. If as your servants, we look to you expectantly, waiting for you to be gracious to us, and as day emerges from night, to bring forth a favorable judgment on our behalf, awe-inspiring and holy one. What do you think?
Yeah, you can.
May the words of our lips be pleasing to you, exalted God, who listens, discerns, considers, and attends to the sounds of our shofar blast. Lovingly accept our prayerful offering that proclaims your sovereignty.
Thank you. So for Hayom Harat Olam, that first paragraph, we're going to use the same tune we are singing for Avinu Malkeinu and just kind of apply it to these words. So you're already halfway there. Sounds like this. Hayom Harat Olam, Hayom Yamid B'mishpat, Kol Yetzurei Olamim. Let's start with that. Hayom Harat Olam, Hayom Yamid B'mishpat, Let's try it again, I'll get you a little slower. Achetechanenu v'totzicha or mishpatenu hayom kadosh. Achetechanenu v'totzicha or mishpatenu hayom kadosh. So the melody varies a little bit there. We sing, the second part again, and we go up the first time we sing it, and then down the second time. But for the most part, it's the same melody, just applied to different words. And so, you want to try it from the beginning all the way through? Hayom harat olam, Hayom yamim mishpat, Kol Yetzirei olamim, Im kevanim, Im ka'avadim, Im kevanim rachamenu kerachem ha'avadim, Ve'im ka'avadim, Einenu lecha tezluyot, Achetechanenu v'totzicha or mishpatenu hayom kadosh. All right, so then we're going to go, when we're davening, we're going to go straight from that into Areshet Sefatinu, one after the other. This Areshet Sefatinu tune is a little bit faster. I'm not entirely sure where it comes from, but if you know it, please sing along. Otherwise, I'll just sing it once through. Areshet Sefatinu Yerav Lefanecha El Ram B'Nisan. Areshet Sefatinu Yerav Lefanecha El Ram B'Nisan. Me'inu mazim ma'anitu ma'achiv le'kol tzikiyatenu u'tkabel berachamim berachamim u'beratzim seder seder malchuyotenu.
Can you sing that last line
Yeah.
by yourself once, and then I'm not sure if I knew what the same line actually was.
Utkabel berachamim berachamim uberatzim seder seder malchuyotenu. So we sing this version on page 158.
Can we do that one more time together with that one?
Oh, sure. The last line?
The Utkabel.
Yeah. Utkabel berachamim berachamim uberatzim seder seder malchuyotenu. So it appears on page 158, where the last word is malchuyotenu, the same that we did the part about sovereignty. Then we go to page 162. And we do the same thing. We sing Hayom Harat Olam to the tune of Avinu Malkeinu. I think we're all feeling pretty good about that, so we'll focus on Areshet Sefatinu. And this time the last word is Seder Zichronotenu. Areshet Sefatinu Yerav Lefanecha El Ram B'Nisan. Areshet Sefatinu Yerav Lefanecha El Ram B'Nisan. Me'inu mazim ma'avitu ma'achiv le'kol tzikiyatenu u'tkabel berachamim berachamim u'ratzim seder seder zichronotenu. And then we do it again, one final time on page 166. And this time the last word is shofrotenu. 166. On the one. Arreshetzipateinu Yerel Lefanecha El Ram Benisan. Arreshetzipateinu Yerel Lefanecha El Ram Benisan. Meinu mazima itu machiv lekol tikiyatenu utkal rachamim rachamim urasam seder shofroteinu. Okay, so those are the three sections. We're going to do that on both days of Rosh Hashanah. And then, okay, the last song we're going to do, unless maybe we fit in the Kohen Gadol Avodah part at the end, is the Sefer Chaim, and that's on page 169. This is a tune I learned from Rabbi Jubilee, actually. Do you want to say anything about it?
I don't know where it comes from.
Just want
Passed
to...
down passed down from generations.
Yeah, I don't know what's right from.
Well, its origin as far as I'm concerned. So the words that we're singing are bolded in the Hebrew on page 169, and they're transliterated also in the English. B'sefer Chaim B'racha V'Shalom U'farnasa Tova Yizacher V'nichatev L'fanecha Anachnu V'chol Amcha B'Yis Yisrael L'chaim Tovim U'Shalom. May we and the entire house of Israel be called to mind and inscribed for life, blessing, sustenance, and peace in the book of life. Okay, I'll sing it. If you know it, sing along. If not, we'll go over it. B'sefer Chaim B'racha V'Shalom U'farnasa Tova Nizacher B'nikatei Lefanecha Anachnu V'chol Amecha Beit Yisrael L'chaim tovim U'Shalom. Sounds like people are somewhat familiar, but we can go over it. I think sing it through a couple of times. Let's start focusing on the first part. B'sefer Chaim B'racha V'Shalom U'farnasa Tova Nizacher V'nikatei Lefanecha. Let's sing that again. B'sefer Chaim B'racha V'Shalom U'farnasa Tova Nizacher V'nikatei Lefanecha Anachnu V'chol Amecha Beit Yisrael L'chaim tovim U'Shalom. Let's sing that second part again. Anachnu V'chol Amecha Beit Yisrael L'chaim tovim U'Shalom.
So I wanted to ask the group a question if I could.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah. So Talia and I thought it would be special if this year, on certain prayers, a group of people could come up and sing them with us from the congregation. Sometimes this kind of group is called Meshorerim, like the singers. I don't know if there's like a better or different name that we would want to give it. All of the prayers that we pulled out today are prayers that we would really like for people from the congregation to come and join. And so first of all, I'm inviting everyone who's here to come up and join us during these prayers, but I want to find out, like, would you actually do it? And, like, just sort of, what would you need to feel comfortable, like, you know, and do you think we should just do it with the 5 of you who came, or do you think we should try to recruit a few more?
I would say recruit a few more.
Yeah,
Because I'm having another practice session.
Maybe another practice session?
because I'm not sure how comfortable I would be. Because I can, when I hear it, I can follow it.
Yeah, so the idea would be that you would be singing along like you would when you were in your own seat, except you'd be closer to us, and you'd be standing with us. So it would be okay if you were still following along, and we could also, so we could send our recording through, we could have another rehearsal. But like, would you just, how would we get you to come up? Like, would we say, hey, Ms. Shomrei, come on up? Or would
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
or should we come up with a different name besides Ms. Shomrei?
This is a warning.
Yeah.
I never, I chair dance and then I dance. I like can't stand still. So I don't know if you want me on the beam.
No,
I love it. Everybody gets upset when I'm on the beam
Who does?
because everybody, because I really stomp.
But so does that.
Yeah, but it makes the whole place vibrate. Like, if I stomp over here, you're feeling it over there.
She's right. Because I found behind her or next to her,
See?
and she's all over.
You're not gonna break the beat, right?
No.
Well, I can't guarantee that because I really stomp when I'm up there. It's like, I just go off in my own little.
You don't scare me, Beryl. I don't know
Well,
if that's an excuse or just
No,
looking for.
no, it's not an excuse, I'm warning you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it upsets
I-
a lot of people. That is the warning. It's been said to me by more than one person, more than one time.
Then when you're on the BEMA
Well,
specifically?
because as a board member, I have my period where I have to be there, so
Yeah.
I
People have said
automatically,
it's distracting or what?
they say that I make them uncomfortable, they feel like
Really?
they're gonna fall on the floor, and I don't really wanna, I don't have a problem dancing, I have a problem making other people unhappy because of that.
Oh, I've never.
Well, it's been said to me personally, not announced,
Well, I'll have to tell
fortunately.
you, Beryl, all the times I've seen you on the beamer, I know that you're always moving around. It hasn't penetrated one way or the other with me. I just know you do it.
I think it's joyful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all in favor.
So,
Yeah.
All right, well,
The
you're
assembled
warned.
multitude.
The idea for the Mashore is in for you to like get up to the mic and, you know, be there on your own.
It's like standing behind you.
Yes,
and-
exactly.
It's
It's exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
right, a little more focused.
Ruach.
Yeah.
Ruach
Yeah.
and support.
Yeah.
Yeah, without
So
So
our
we could
sleeves
call
and
ourselves the
singers.
I don't know, what's a good name? Shomrei Singers? Like, that sounds weird, right?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
sounds like we're a barbershop.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if you explain
What
the word-
Mashore is?
Yeah, I think you
Yeah, I
just
think that
explain
that's-
that in the beginning. Or you have it written someplace that, you know, all these handouts that we always get. This is a new thing this year, we're
Okay.
trying. Here's what we're called.
So who's gonna be willing to come up with us?
I'm not comfortable on that thing that moves around.
That's, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that makes sense, because
Yeah.
it's not,
Yeah, it's not steady.
it's
Okay.
not steady.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
Okay. And any specific, I know Craig would have been here if he wasn't sick, but are there?
He's doing a lot better.
Yeah.
I was texting with him yesterday.
I'm glad he's doing better.
He's sleeping better.
I spoke to him last night, he said he was recovering.
Yeah.
Good. So who else might we invite if we had another rehearsal? Craig?
I'm kind of surprised the Levitons aren't here
Well,
because.
they also have COVID. A lot of people have COVID.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
So, so I can reach out to the Shomrei Sings regulars, but if there's anyone in particular you have in mind.
Doesn't Judy come? Well,
Judy won't, she's not here for Rosh Hashanah, she'll be here for Yom Kippur. They go up to,
the pub,
to,
whoever.
yeah, to Yom Kippur.
Well, she is here for Rosh Hashanah. 'Cause we're singing
Linda?
with her.
Linda?
Ariel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Linda is, yeah, Lynn Rubin,
Lynn's not gonna probably do this for long days, but she does look to
Are you staying?
Yeah, I'm staying with Judy and Ken.
For Rosh
I
Hashanah?
think so.
Or it might be Yom Kippur.
She's
Well,
staying with
but
them.
I'm staying for both.
right, but last year, like, you stayed with them even though they weren't there.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you're doing again for Rosh Hashanah. I
Okay.
think,
she said specifically, like, it doesn't matter. I think she, if she's here, it would be great to have her.
Yeah.
I think she might be here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're always like showing that they're here for Yom Kippur.
Oh, you know what? Yes, because Alana and Alan are coming here.
Oh,
Right.
very good.
Okay, so that was why she only
Yes,
asked,
that's
she's like, do
right.
you mind being in the basement, because other rooms.
That's right, yes, and then, yes, I
The
remember.
basement's really nice.
Yes, I just remembered the basement.
So they set it up
If you
very
think of
nice for
others,
privacy and
let
everything
us
when they have a
know.
house full.
Lower
Do you
level,
guys wanna
What?
have,
lower
do you
level.
think that another Tuesday to rehearsal makes sense, or maybe like on, like Shabbos of the 28th after lunch?
That would be okay. I'm just trying to think,
That makes
is
it
there a
work.
way to signal us, because you want us to be there and not be coming up and you're having to wait for us, so I
Yeah,
think we need a way to be signaled that it's time for us to converge.
yeah, because a lot of times with the,
Yeah.
moving around, it's, the time it takes, it's
Well,
not,
I'm always sitting for that row.
well, I'm always,
That's where
I'm
I
always
sit.
over there by the door. I'm
I'll
always
just
by
make
the
sure
door.
Leslie sit on the aisle, because he usually grabs the house, yeah.
You know, in the ankle.
But no, really, because suddenly we'll look, oh my God, I'm supposed to, so I somehow if there's a way to
Let us know.
signal that we should
Okay,
be
I'll think
moving
about that.
up.
Yeah.
Well, what, I thought it's the way you do with
The two
honors.
pictures.
At a certain page, come up to this, the
So,
seat on the
yeah,
side.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
what if you come
Yeah,
up, yeah.
yeah. So maybe, if we have something that,
Like if you have something that says all the pages.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that
I
would be
like,
fine.
okay.
Well, my other crazy question is, in between, do we come down and then go back and up? Or
There's a few distinct parts of the service, like it's not, there's like for example, this part, you would just stay up the whole time. Like there's this part with our Rosh Hashanah,
Yeah,
it
because
happens like
yes.
3 times, pretty much in a row. Like when we looked at the different parts, like we thought about it making sense in terms of coming
Yeah.
up and down.
Yeah,
That either the song is long enough, like Be'it Nulecha, or,
yeah.
Because I know sometimes with the ark opening, it's like one couple opens it and closes it, and they come down and immediately somebody else comes up to open it and then
yeah,
close it.
I
So-
think, we'll see how it works. We'll take this all
Yeah.
under advisement.
We'll come up with some
Lisa
instructions.
Lisa?
Lisa
She has a
Fidel.
beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Who?
Lisa.
Lisa Fidel, yeah.
I don't have a pen,
Fidel.
but, do you have a pen?
I do.
Lisa does.
Well,
She's a beautiful voice.
She does.
Do you have a Lisa paper?
no.
Okay,
It's out already.
Well, if you saw
You
her.
can write down your
Right.
Okay. We got Lisa Pendola,
Oh,
Ariel,
Oh,
Craig Eichner,
Jerry
Jen.
Bloom.
Jerry Bloom,
Jerry
the
Bloom.
Levitins.
Jerry has a good voice?
Yes, and he likes to.
Jen Moss also.
Jennifer Moss.
Jen Moss.
Oh,
She
Jen
has a
Moss.
lovely voice
Jen
too.
Moss.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that they've been recommended for the Shomrei, by the Shomrei that already exist. Did that capture everyone we named?
Yeah, I think so.
They can always say no.
Judy Wildman, we had said.
All right, Judy, yeah.
Any more men you can think of? Little, yeah, more men. I mean, I think Mike Friedman and Susanna Grobman, I mean, I'm just gonna drop that
Suzanne,
baby.
yeah.
Yeah,
She might feel like bouncing up and down.
But,
Yeah.
and
That
Josh.
might bring on the labor pains, but we do have enough doctors sitting there.
No, she swears it's after the holidays.
You never know.
So should we end with a little Mari Cohen? Is that
Suzanne.
the door, or is it what time?
It's 9:30, not 9:30, 8:30 on the
8:30.
dot, so
Okay.
want to be respectful of everyone's time.
She's huge.
But yeah, so if we do meet again, maybe we can fit it in.
Yeah. There are a few special for you people, yeah. that-
Yeah,
There
But a
are
lot of them are,
The one about, God is the sculptor and all that. There's a
Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, clay.
Yeah.
yeah.
A nice one.
Ah, it's my favorite.
I love that one.
Well, thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see
I
you.
hope you do it on Tuesday, because I can't be here on the 28th.
Okay, if you're coming on Shabbat with Rabbi Yosef Goldman, he's asked that as many people as possible sit here in the purple chairs in this front section. And so, even though I know basically only Eileen sort of sits here, if you can come and like, you know, anybody you come with, like Elliot or whatever, try to get them to sit up here. So he has,
Because Friday night,
You
will
mean
be-
during the service?
Friday night will be in the social hall.
yeah, Friday will be in the social hall, but Saturday, when he's leading services, he would like to have energy nearby.
Although we're so averse to sitting.
Well, okay,
But I'll try and.
well, you did say you guys in the last row.
You know me, I said, oh,
Board of Ed.
We actually sit there compared to the open
Candidates.
and, it gets really, I got really noisy for him. And so we have found that
Candidate meetings.
it's actually a better place acoustically for sure. So I mean, it's like, yeah.
oh, I know that was when I first got here. This was like-
You know, Sharon, I don't think I had a chance to
I'll handle the chairs, don't worry about it.
Oh, I loved it, it was perfect. It was also, I felt like wearing Noah, because it was like
Alright.
simple.
Yes, it was, and she had, they told her, she had, I know she had a flower dress on Friday. Was she wearing flowers?
It was more of a pattern, I would say.
Right, but
Yeah.
I saw the Friday night dress.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect, she said.
Yeah, she's,
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised and happy when it was so nice. No, it did not take long.
Oh, that was Justice, but yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you, Karen. She might take a little longer to write the thank you note.
Okay.
Maybe you can put it in that.
I haven't.
It should go in.
Yeah.
Gina, where are you
It's
based?
supposed to go in.
Oh,
Do you need her in back? Or should you drive forward?
Yeah.
All right.
It sticks out.
Oh, is there something else in there?
Well, so I'm actually going to, so tonight is the meeting of my sister.
Okay, it's, they all stick
Good night,
out.
everyone.
Oh,
Good night.
nice, it does
I'm
stick
not
out,
gonna
it's
sit
fine.
on this, it does stick out too.
And 6 months later.
Yeah.
There.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So, I was like, sometimes the kids, it could be, you know.
Yeah, we were trying to.
No awkward if I,
Together. So, yeah.
Okay, so.
Good night, thank you.
I'm Jacob, by the way. I don't think you
Oh,
know.
I'm Sharon.
Jacob, nice to meet you.
You're our rabbinic intern.
I am.
Yes, we had said we were gonna.
And where are you living? Are you living in New York?
Yes, I'm in Maine.
No,
What?
Because that's
We
where
live
the,
on
the
that.
no, we're
seminary.
gonna, just the three of us are gonna.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to this.
Yeah.
Have you been to
Many
JTS
have
or
a
you're
night.
just
Good
familiar?
night.
I don't know too much about it, but I know it's in Manhattan.
Okay.
Kind of,
It's near
yes.
Columbia.
It kind of, yeah, oh, and there's a lot of people here from the Upper West Side.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's like a natural migration.
Right,
pattern.
right.
From
There's one of the
Brooklyn.
first easiest stops out.
Yes,
in the
oh, yeah,
Suburbanizing journey.
yes, yes.
I was actually wondering.
What should I know about your involvement at Shomrei or what brought you here?
I've been a member for, since probably
mean-
before you were born, since
I don't
80,
I don't know that I would have any more sway than you.
Okay.
before you were born, right?
It's more
Yeah,
sway.
yeah.
Alright, well, I
My
will,
kids went to nursery school here.
I'll try.
Um,
Sorry, I didn't work very much.
You raised your kids in
No,
Montclair.
this is lovely.
And,
Where in town?
and
I knew for.
one of them is coming for Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, lovely.
I'm trying to persuade him to
Oh,
actually
that is
come
so
to
nice.
shul. I have to tell
Take
him
what you
about
can
it.
get.
They've
That-
got a
that's
baby,
nice.
they had their offer
That's all
here,
good.
they've got a baby, he'll be, he's 9 months
What's the
old.
baby's name?
Mike,
I didn't know.
Micah Jack. And there's a family here,
Where?
here in Montclair, that have 2 kids, Jack and Micah, so the
I'll
joke
text
is,
you,
we have
the
a
names
Micah
are
Jack,
down,
and
yeah.
they have
I-
a
some of
Jack,
them
and a
are-
Micah.
And where did you?
It's all right. It's all right.
That one lives in
Yeah.
Decatur, Georgia,
Mhm.
and the other
That's so
one
funny. I was
lives,
just reading a book today that takes place in Decatur, Georgia.
It's a
I've
nice little
never
town.
heard of it.
it's a nice little town, it's,
That is
it's
so
like
odd.
a small version of Montclair, it's 27,000
Okay.
people.
What do you think?
And it's right near
I didn't
Emory
know that
University,
Georgia has it.
so it kind of gets.
Oh, nice.
And it's like a pocket of blue in a sea of red. Atlanta is kind of a pocket of blue in a sea of red, but,
Yeah.
but it's right near, Emory, I think, is actually in Decatur, Emory University.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's kind of got a nice
Yeah.
college town,
It's just like
and it's a cute town.
the refrains and the end.
Yeah.
So, my daughter-in-law's
If
family
it's
is from
like, you
Atlanta,
wanna sing the
so that's why they're down there. And my other son's in Westford, not very far,
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
not far at all.
I mean, what did they say?
And where were you, where did you grow up?
I'm from Northern California.
Where?
That's one of the things.
What do you know?
Well, my college roommate lived in, not Concord, but she, you know, out from San Francisco, she lived out the highway there.
Okay.
And she worked in a refinery for a number of years.
So
Petroleum
for
engineer.
30 minutes out of San Francisco.
So we went south.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a cousin who lives.
So I know the whole area.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
If you
yeah.
know anyone, there's decent chance.
Well, where does my cousin live? I don't remember. And then my ex-husband lives in Los Gatos,
Okay.
which is, right?
Yeah,
There's
South area, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Where the heck where does my cousin live? I don't know, I should call where he lives, but, yeah, so,
specific stuff you want to.
It's a good area.
here you are.
But I've been in New York for a while now.
Well, I felt
Well, it's very nice to meet you. I'm looking
Like,
forward
and
to
your wife's
seeing
name
you.
I was trying to
Sure.
think of what are
Sure.
the things
Oh,
that
over there?
She's
are
about to meet
not,
it. We're assimilated in New York.
mature.
All right,
We try.
all right.
Like, if it's mature.
Yeah, so where are you in the rabbinic?
I'm in my 4th year of 5.
Okay. Well, very nice.
Right.
This has been a great place to start out in my
Oh.
internship experience.
Oh, that's a great place.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, very
Good
good.
evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Sharon.
Bye.
See you later, Liz. I will.
Just getting out the spreadsheet.
Should I get my laptop?
Not necessarily. We're trying to figure out, like, so all the things that are in purple, which you went over tonight, right? You went over all the Rosh
I think so,
Hashanah
yeah.
purple stuff. We did, yeah, will be Mashorim. So we're gonna try to get like
Great.
a whole group. So those
See you
things,
later.
for sure, you'll sing like with us. And I just wasn't sure, like which other moments we should practice. Is there anything in particular you want to practice?
Just run through sh- We could practice them with Mari.
Okay.
Who's leading, Marv? Is it you and me, or Shoshana?
I think you're leading most of the singing.
Yeah, it looks like Jacob, you're doing. Yeah, the end.
Sure.
I don't think he's leading any of the singing by himself in general.
Okay.
He's like more of the rabbinic in turn. But
Gotcha.
I think he's gonna be modeling davening, so I'm trying to figure out which, first of all, I want you to know the melodies enough that you can have like a, you know what I mean, that he's like really able to sing along for his own davening experience, his own modeling davening. So why don't we do a little, should we do a little Maariv then?
The caveat to what you said that we talked about, me taking Yom Kippur and Mincha,
Right. Which,
depending on what you're thinking about.
Yeah, it looks like you are doing,
right now we have you down for the Torah service in Mincha.
but I'm down, as doing like,
Because I didn't, yeah, so,
I'm fine either way, if you feel strongly about leading Mincha, that'd be awesome, but also happy to do it.
I think we should do Shema Kolenu because we didn't do that.
Okay, good idea, yeah.
Let's do Shema Kolenu Pi Anu Mecha.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Page 380.
Jacob, you want to lead Mincha because you want to have an opportunity to practice your davening, or because you want to be helpful? Because you love Mincha in particular?
Gaza, Gaza.
Okay. So I think,
Thank you for asking. I would say just the
so I think
confluence
let's
of all
let him
three
lead
of those.
Mincha.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I think the
I
question,
would not mind a break.
I think the question really is just Shema Kolenu. How do you, because we have a particular way of singing it.
In Yom Kippur Mincha.
Yeah.
Uh,
We have a particular way of singing it
well-
throughout the high holidays.
Well, one thing I've seen, let me just make sure I say this in a way that is sensible. One thing I've seen before is.
I'm like really intensely thirsty. Maybe I'll.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm just gonna
I
get
have
some.
water
I
bottles.
would love, I would love.
Okay,
more.
I'll bring you some water.
Thank you.
You start teaching
So
Shema
funny.
Kolenu. We're gonna work in like a,
Have you listened to the Shema Kolenu recording at all?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It might be something that I know already. Let me just make sure I'm thinking of this correctly. Has it been Heicha Kedusha from Mincha typically?
Yeah,
Or is it a
throughout.
repetition?
Yeah. Usually it's like Hectic Kedusha, and then you go back and do like highlights of
So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Is-
here, it might be helpful for you to see the outline in front of you. So like, we do the Amida.
I think what I'm saying, Jacob, is I might have Talia lead the Slichot part of the
Yeah.
repetition.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that you would lead
Yeah.
before sort of in the opening of the Amida through the Kedusha.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Okay,
Our
so
mapping
we
here is
Shmakolenu.
how,
I don't know if you need.
familiar I
to
am about-
but, yeah.
thank you.
It's also a little warm in here.
Yeah, the temperature's never right here. Okay, let's do
Yeah, I was
Shmakolenu.
definitely.
Okay. Page 380, but or wherever you happen to find it in your Montclair, it's all over. Shema Koleinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Chus berachim aleinu, v'kabel berachamim u'beratzon, et tefilateinu. Shema Koleinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Chus berachim aleinu, v'kabel berachamim u'beratzon, et tefilateinu. Hashivenu Adonai elecha ben hashuva, Chadesh, Chadesh yameinu kekedem. Hashivenu Adonai elecha ben hashuva, Chadesh, Chadesh yameinu kekedem. There's a recording of this in the drive, by the way,
Great.
so it might help.
In the spot I would expect it for.
I
areas
think
totally
there's
great.
some prayers in the outline that don't have the links moved there.
That is definitely true. I can also just add a link to the drive to all the outlines, so
Okay, that's also a good idea.
it's not like in every line there's the accompanying link, but
Where's that melody for Shmaklin come
from Lily, who I don't know if you know her.
It comes from her synagogue in Florida that she works in. Yeah, I think it's like a significant choral arrangement, and we just learned to simplify the version.
Yeah, it sounds very cool, I'm sure. Okay, I'm adding it, the link to the Mincho spreadsheet, because that's what we'll be using for your.
So, I'm just feeling tired personally. So I think I'm gonna end a little early.
That's fine with me.
I have a funeral tomorrow and I have to get up early to write the eulogy.
Yeah, I was thinking of this, you were just thinking, you know, your calendar, I wish you could write to you.
In the morning early, yeah. Yeah, because I don't know if everything's not, but, can we just think for a second? The next rehearsal is next Tuesday, maybe?
That sounds right. Yeah.
So like, if it was just the two of us, and we're just thinking about Rosh Hashanah, would you want to rehearse anything?
Honestly, I feel pretty good.
So I think that I might have you guys do a rehearsal without me, or have a Mashorim practice. you know, we spent a lot of time practicing in our first few years, choosing melodies and practicing like to kind of get the singing. And I don't think we have that kind of time to practice with you, Jacob. And I think it's not your primary role. So I'm trying to figure out what the right amount of, you know, teaching the melodies, or like, I don't know if we should think of you as a mishorer, and then like somebody who's leading mincha, or like if you want to know, like I just don't know what you would. I want to set the expectations like at the right level for the amount of time and energy.
I mean, right, so it was good that we did Amidah, right? 'Cause
Right.
There was a lot of Amidah.
Right,
So
and
it's good for me
and
here
it might be
tonight
good
how
to
we
do
do
it
Amidah.
again, like, it was good to see kind of when we come in, right? So
Right.
like, it might be that practicing
And that was
the
very
opening
intuitive for me.
to the Amidah makes a lot of sense. Like for something like Mariv on Rosh Hashanah and on Yom Kippur, I don't think like Talia will just be leading it, and we'll like just be
Right.
singing at our place.
We're probably
So I don't
supporting it
think-
with the Nigun, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't think, well, there's, so like, right, I think that, we'll have to figure out what we're doing for like literally for
Kol
Kol
Nidre. That would be probably a rehearsal, just working
Right.
on Kol Nidre.
Right. But there is one rehearsal between Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah, so that's one of my ones.
Yeah, I think, cause I think that, it could be useful to go over the Amidah one more time.
Yeah.
And also, anything that's not like in the Mishorim, that's like, which I'm not sure as, other than Shema Kolinu, what that is, you know?
For Yom Kippur, we had written.
Well, for Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, because for Yom Kippur, we had written some things down that we
That's
didn't work
interesting.
enough time to get to today.
Yes, why don't we do Kiyama Amecha before we go?
Okay.
Let's not do it, we'll do it next time, I'm too tired.
Okay.
Or, is that, I'm gonna try to listen to the tired.
Yeah.
The funeral is at 11 in Livingston, and the burial is in Queens. That's what really takes.
That's fine.
So you're doing a service and then go just the direct funeral?
I don't know how many people are gonna go there, but, yeah, I don't know, I'm sure the family, I'm sure that, like, the kind of broader family will go, you know? It's actually, yeah, so, I think I'm gonna ride with the hearse.
Oh, boy. Well,
I'm correct to put these back, yes?
Yeah, thank you, Jacob.
No problem.
So I'll see you maybe next week, or maybe not, if we're just doing a Mishorim practice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I really haven't read my sermons at all, and I think I have to, are you comfortable doing a short read without me?
Yeah.
Cause you did a fabulous time today.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
happy to
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Have the time.
cause I think
marked
that
anyway.
I don't need the practice. But if we can practice with the community, like, so maybe we should just schedule a short reading on should we just schedule for part of next Tuesday night? Do you think it would make more sense to do it like, not at 7:30, but at 7, you know? Or do you think it worked to have a little time before they came and?
7 is pushing it for me to get here,
Okay, so that's,
so I
yeah,
think 7:30 is better for
yeah,
me.
yeah.